Hey guys, my name is Sizemore, and today I'm going to be giving my thoughts on racial preferences. As you all know, racism and ethnic discrimination in the United States has been a major issue since the colonial era and the slave era. Racism is the belief that one's race, skin color, or more generally one's group, be it of religious, national, or ethnic identity, is superior to all others in humanity. I'm here to state that racial preferences are wrong, and hopefully by the end of this speech, I will have you all persuaded to agree with my opinion. I'd like to start by saying that racism and racial preferences go hand in hand. And the reason I say this is because racial preferences is when you make an assumption about someone based on their ethnicity, or when you have to choose between two people and choose one based on their race. If you ask me, that sounds very similar to racism. There are a lot of people who claim not to be racist, but a lot of people saying that have made some kind of racial preference in their life. Racial preferences exist in many different areas, such as dating, jobs, or even school admissions. When colleges make acceptance decisions based on racial preference, it's a violation of federal statutes and of the Constitution. As you can see in this picture, these are Michigan students giving their opinions on why they think racial preferences are wrong in universities. Although the word equality does not appear in the Constitution, the 14th Amendment clearly guarantees equal protection under law. If a student has met the requirements of a certain kind of school, then he or she should be accepted really without any questions asked. Their gender, ethnicity, color of their skin, height, weight, or religion should not make a difference in choosing them. It is completely immoral to make such a life-changing decision for the student based on such insignificant factors. I understand that racial preferences in dating are a little different than they are in school admissions, but it can still be a problem even in dating. American attitudes on interracial relationships have actually taken an enormous step forward in the last 2 decades. According to Aaron Sankin of the Kernel, in 2010, about 15% of the new marriages were interracial, bringing the total up 8.4% from the 3.2% in 1980. Based on random matching, though, the expected proportion of interracial relationships in the United States should be around 44%. So even though racial preferences in dating have seemed to have gotten better, there's still a considerable disconnect between the races in America. Now, there's absolutely nothing wrong with being attracted to a certain race or not being attracted to a certain race, and I understand that some people are generally just not attracted to different kinds of people. For instance, a white person may not be attracted to Asians or African Americans, and that's okay, but if you're forbidding yourself to like someone just because they are a certain race, then that's racial preference, and that's wrong. If you genuinely have feelings for someone, many things could keep you from dating them, such as beliefs or morals, but race should definitely not be one of them. I would personally never date someone who's not a Christian, because I believe that a relationship should share the same religious beliefs, but I would never keep myself from dating someone just because they're of a certain race if I really liked and cared for her. An example would be someone searching for a date on an online dating site such as eHarmony or Match. If the person scrolls to the next profile just because of the person's race, regardless if he thinks she's cute or not, then that's racial preference. The main reason why I'm against racial preference is because it goes against everything in my beliefs as a Christian. Galatians 3:28 reads, "There is neither Jew nor Greek, slave nor free, male nor female, for you are all one in Jesus Christ." This means that God created every man and woman equal. If we are making racial preferences, then we're not honoring the Bible, because we're not upholding equality in our society. God has no preferences. He loves each and every one of us equally and expects us to do the same in our lives. I'd like to conclude my speech by saying this. Racial preferences are definitely wrong. We begin to transcend racism when we stop the practice altogether right now. To give special favor to males or females, or to whites or blacks, is morally wrong because it goes against everything the Bible says about equality. Color, nationality, and sex are not attributes that entitle anyone to more or less of the good things in life, or to any special favor or disfavor. The sources I use for this presentation are www.pbs.org, www.heritage.org, and www.camel.com, and the Holy Bible. Thank you.